It's time to pick my May TBR with Fictionary. Hi, this is the board game I made. It's based on Pictionary. We use it to pick the books that I may or may not read in the month ahead. I've been a little bit slumpy, okay? I'm still slumpy at the moment. Can't quite get out of it, but I'm trying. It does mean that my TBRs are even more guidelines than they normally are. I think I read a couple of the April TBR. A couple. But today we're going to see what I'm reading in May. I made this game based on Pictionary, the fun drawing board game. We have got 5 categories with prompts underneath them. We have got people and places, appearance, title, difficult, and any book. We will be picking 5 books for me to put on a guideline TBR for the month of May. Let's get going. Before we actually get going, I have nothing specific I want to try and get on this TBR. We haven't picked our Patreon book club pick yet for whatever next month is, May, and then June. We haven't picked it yet, so I don't know anything that I need to get on this TBR. We're just winging it, basically. I'm going to be guided by the prompts. Roll number 1. 1. Appearance. Okay, for roll number 1, I have 60 seconds to try and find this. If I cannot find it in 60 seconds, I have to draw a forfeit card. Green cover. Okay, green cover. I have a couple of, like, rainbowy shelves here. But actually, there's not much green on it. Let's go somewhere else. Green cover. What even has a green cover? Does this have a green cover? I mean, that's kind of more blue than green, really. Also, I edit these videos, like the colouring, I colour these videos. Colour. Why am I wasting time telling you this? So if I hold up something and you're like, that's not a green cover, it's probably because the colour looks a little bit different with the way it comes across on camera. Oh, my knees, they're so clicky. Okay, I'm going in my bedroom because there's also a colour scheme going on in here. Why don't I have any green books? Could people make more green books? Oh, hang on, this is green. It's green, I've done it. This is green. This is Tin Man by Sarah Winman. I read... Was it When God Was a Rabbit? Yeah, I read When God Was a Rabbit. Oh, blah, blah. When God Was a Rabbit. I read that when I was a teenager, and I remember really liking it. And then I reread it at uni, and I remember really liking it then. Can't remember what it's about, but I enjoyed this author. I was recommended this for an episode of Cover to Cover last year. Can't remember anything about it. It's almost a love story, but it's not as simple as that. It's short, and it's green, so it's going on the TBR. Roll, where's the dice? Roll number 2. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Appearance again. Boom. Appearance again. A manga. Okay, I don't have it yet, but I just read Cat Plus Gamer. Cat Plus, is that what it's called? That one. And I would like to read volume 2, and then many other volumes because it's super cute. So maybe I'll try and get that one this month. I'm going to tentatively put that one on this TBR. I think that one could be cute. I really want to read it because the first one just was so cute, so I really want to continue on with this series. I literally read it last night, so that is going on for a manga. I just don't own it yet. Roll number 3. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got appearance again. It's varied, this TBR. Okay. Sprayed edges. That should be easy enough. A lot of books have sprayed edges these days. Right, sprayed edges. Which one do I want? This is where I get choice paralysis. I have so many sprayed edges books. I'm very tempted by this one. This is The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. The sprayed edges are so pretty on this. I really want to read this one soon. And I also want to read The Fragile Threads of Power. I haven't read that yet. I'm kind of surprised at myself for not having read that. But I think I'm vibing more with this one at the moment. I'm luxuriously taking my time here. I know I've got a lot of sprayed edges to pick from. Yeah, I think this one. I think this is a good shout. I think this is about an island where it's very isolated and then someone gets killed and everyone's memories get wiped, including the killers. So the person that did it doesn't even know they did it. So it sounds interesting. I have once read a Stuart Turton before. I tried to read a Stuart Turton before, which was the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. It came out at the same time as The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Was it 7.5 Deaths? It was like really similar title at a very similar release time, and it was very Groundhog Day-esque, and I actually really disliked that. I find it really boring, and I just DNF'd it for that reason. But I feel like it wasn't a bad book as such, it was just, for me, I was just bored. And I do have another one I forgot the name of, by the same author. I can see the cover in my head. I can't even see it on my shelves, but This will be my first, hopefully, one that I finish by this author. Sorry, the lighting is going all over the place at the moment. It was really sunny when I started filming this, and now it's really cloudy, so apologies for that. But anyway, book number something, three? Book number 3 on the TBR. It's going okay so far. Okay, hopefully we don't get a 4th appearance. 2, 1, 2. We got a difficult instead. Okay, for difficult, we have got finish a series. Okay. Oh, hang on. I'm not even timing myself. I know what I want. I just got this. This is The Weavers of Almaxa by Hadir Elspeh. This is the second book to the Daughters of Izdihar. I don't know what the series is called. Oh, the Almaxa duology. It's the second book. It completes the series. I was considering starting this one last night, but I have lent towards something else instead. But I still really want to read it. The first book is still not fresh in my head, but it's still there, so I can still remember bits of it. So this feels like a pretty good time to put this on my TBR. I was panicking then. I thought that was going to be like having to read, because sometimes finishing a series might not just be one book, that might be multiple books, but I think this works. 'Tis time for the final roll. Okay, last roll. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any book. I kind of wanted a bit more guidance than any book, but okay, any book it is. Any book has given me The Will of the Many by James Islington. I have been wanting to read this for the last month. I really want to make a reading vlog for this. Maybe spoiler free, I think spoiler free. This is an academy set fantasy, I believe. I'm very excited. I've heard so many good things about it, and I did forget that I did want to get this one on the TBR because I wanted to do the vlog in May. So this is my 5th and final book for what has been a fairly friendly TBR. Okay, let's review. For any book, we have The Will of the Many by James Islington. For Sprayed Edges, we have The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. For a green cover, we have Sarah Winman's Tin Man. For finishing a series, we have The Weavers of Almaxa by Hadir Elspeh. And for a manga, we have Cat plus Gamer Volume 2. I've forgotten what the author's name is. Okay, the author for that is Watura Nadatani. I give you my May Fictionary TBR. That was fairly painless. I think it's a pretty good TBR. Who knows if I'll stick to it or not, but you can find out in my May wrap-up. I really do think I will read The Will of the Many, for sure. I do want to read The Last Summer at the End of the World quite soon as well, and I do want to read this one quite soon as well. I mean, you know, I'll try. I'm going to give it a go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.